Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SA Accounting Academy. Here's a short clip on one of our previous webinars. I hope that you really do enjoy it.
Good morning, goeiemôre, sawubona, kunjani, dumela. I really need to start learning all 12 languages so I can say it properly. But good morning to you in all our official languages. It's a beautiful summer's day today. I think we're officially in summer now, past the spring. So let's have a look. All right. Everybody, I think we're still waiting for a couple of people to join, but we're going to start for the sake of the amount of work that we've got to work through today. There's quite a lot. Right, so let's just see. Did you all get your slides? You can see my slides on the screen in front of you. Do you all have your slides? You would have been able to download it before the webinar or under your shared files. If you look at your right-hand side of your screen, shared files is there. And please don't fall over. It's 103 slides. Yes, it's a lot, but I decided to include everything for you, and then we'll only be focusing on a couple of salient ones. All right, but I wanted to give you more than you need, because if I can fit everything that everybody did for the last 9 months into a 2-hour session, we'd be very rich. Okay. So unfortunately, there's no shortcut, but there's a lot of info. And then obviously with the amount of information, I wanted to give you the slide so that you can use it as a sort of a checklist to see what has changed for our regulators. You'll see on the slide it says there we focus on CIPC, on IRBA, and on SARS, and then some other regulators that have become more than important role players on a monthly basis. Just off the top of my head, thinking of somebody or something like the information regulator. Okay. Yes, Leon says 104 slides still better than being a SARS caller number 832. Right, the shared slides tab, Jenny. I'm going to ask Jeremiah to just help you with that. You should be able to see it at the top in your chat box. It says public and then shared files. So it should be under that. Otherwise, it will be on your profiles as well. All right. So let's get started then. A warm welcome to all of you to our 2021 annual regulator update. What I decided to do is we normally do it for about 3 to 6 months, and there were so many changes that I decided to actually include everything for you from January up until the end of August. All right, so it's right up until when we started advertising this. So that's the period that is covered. And I've really tried to take the most important ones and put them into the 103 slides that we've got. Okay, so if we start, my name is Lettie Janse van Vuuren, obviously. Those of you that have not been to my webinars before, if I stutter, if I have any public blonde moments, please forgive me. It's part and parcel of my nature. So that's me. All right. And then this is me. If you haven't seen me, this is me. What I do is I do the professional training and webinar hosting. And then I also do some consultation work for auditing and accounting firms. All right. Things like standardizing their manuals and helping them with implementation of quality control, basically anything they need. All right. Unlike their phone a friend. Help Lettie, SAICA is coming for a visit, or help Lettie, IRBA wants to come and inspect our files, or I want to apply to Facet for whatever. Whatever they need, I'm there. All right. So that is my forte in life, is to do research and to present it in an understandable format. And then, of course, I just absolutely love talking. All right. So I talk for a living, as is clear. All right. So there's a little bit more background about myself. If you want to go through it, you're more than welcome to. Right. So let's quickly have a look at what's on the agenda. You'll see my little man standing there with all the compliance rules and regulations and laws. The contents for today, even though our focus will be on IRBA and CIPC and SARS, the SARS tax updates are more me providing you with the information. All right. There's tax guides and all sorts. There's no real training that needs to happen or explanation that needs to happen. One or two of the items I will explain. You'll see that I've said here at the bottom, we will focus on the highlighted items listed on the individual slides. You'll notice that on part of the 103 slides, I have highlighted some items in yellow, and that's where I'll say more than one line. All right. So that's where I will do some explanations and give you the crux, because those to me are the important ones that we need to know of. All right. Mora Ananda, welcome. All right, so we're going to start off with a bit of an accounting update. There's not too much in there. The auditing update and the CIPC update and the SARS update are the ones that we are okay with. The COVID-19 update, I've only really got 2 items in there for you, but I also found some useful links that you can go to for guides and whatnot on the SARS websites, and also, so I've decided to give those to you. I've got them anyway, so you might just as well keep them for your purposes. Under the employment law update, 1 or 2 important issues. Other laws and regulations, I'll be taking you through that. A lot of this will be the COIDA laws, the UIF thresholds and so forth that's changed under the last 6 to 8 months or 6 to 9 months. And then very important, the last section here on other regulator, the news and updates here, that's where I would have included things like the information regulator, the SAICA guides that were issued that were very useful, that I have also included for you. All right. Cyber issues, we'll deal with those as we go along. All right. So that's our contents for today. And you'll see the slides are set out with these as headings for the separate sections. So I've dealt with it inside a section, and then inside the accounting update, you'll find them in date order. So I've tried to put them into 2 monthly batches. So you'll have January, then March, then May, then July, then September. If there is no January or March, then, well, there was nothing in there. All right. So let's get cracking. I just found this because I know you're going to feel like you are getting flooded today. And yes, you are. You are. Okay. So even the information guy says, hey, I'm out getting more information. But Gertrude Stein said everybody gets so much information all day long that they lose their common sense. So please don't lose your common sense. All right. The information I've given to you, we don't need to know them off by heart, but you do need to be aware of it, and that's why we're having this session today, so that you could at least be aware. And somewhere a bell should ring if somebody says to you, "Oh, something about UIF that's now online," and then you can think, "Oh, I remember Lettie saying something in that webinar." And then you can go to the slides and go and check it. All right. So the slides, I've really tried to give you all the topics together with a very, very short summary. And I've put in there are source documents, as you can see, for everything. All right. So where it says refer to source document, please do so. Some of the abbreviations that I use, I'm not talking about the SAICA and IRBA and those ones. Those ones you should be okay with at this stage. But IFAC is the International Federation of Accountants. Then we have the IRBA, which is the International Auditing and Assurance Standards Board. Now, those would normally only apply to audits and independent reviews. It applies to audits, independent reviews, and other assurance standards. All right. So all the ISAs, all the ISQM1s, all of those. Then IRBA is the International Ethics Standards Board. They are the ones who issue the International Code of Conduct, which is then released by IFAC. Okay. So they are the authors. It's released by IFAC to all the members of IFAC, and all our professional bodies are members of IFAC. So SAICA is a member of IFAC, SAIBA is a member of IFAC, SAIPA is a member of IFAC, ACCA, CIMA, you name it, right? They're members of IFAC, and they adopt the IFAC Code of Conduct. ISAs, where we refer to those, that stands for International Standards on Auditing. And then FAQs, right? Frequently asked questions. I always say, we can still, somebody calls this, I've heard people call ISAs ISAs. So you can call them ISAs. I mean, I talk about IRBA. Other people talk about the IRBA. So if you want to make FAQs one word and make it an acronym, please say it very slowly so that you can say FAQs.
I hope that you enjoyed that video. For more of our webinar videos, go to www.accountingacademy.co.za. Thank you and have a lovely day.